Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Microscope Beauty. Today we are talking about how to build a family calendar. So this will be a really great tool for you and your family, whether or not there's just two of you or you have a big family with a lot of activities. This will really help you guys figure out who's where, what needs to be done, and make sure everyone stays on the same page. So of course, the first thing you have to do before getting started with your calendar is to pick a calendar. So I have two here to show you guys. This first one is by Bloom Daily Planners, and it's 11 by 17, has a nice little gold hook that you can hang on the wall, and it has some gorgeous monthly spread colors. Super simple, really fun patterns and designs without being too over the top. Then of course there's also the Erin Condren planner. This one is a little bit bigger. It can really expand to being quite the focal piece, but it also has a pocket in the front, which is really handy if you want to store receipts, wedding invites, any sort of like information that's related to the calendar that you might need for like an address or directions. It also comes with a super awesome sheet of metallic stickers so you can decorate the calendar to make sure all of your important events are standing out. Plus, who doesn't like stickers? Isn't that what we're here for? More excuses to use stickers. There are a ton of calendars to choose from, so just shop around, figure out which one works with your decor and your style, and pick whatever one that's going to inspire you to use it and stay organized. So now that you have your calendar and it's so fresh and new and clean, you need to figure out what dates are important to at least somebody else in your family so you can add them into the calendar. If it's just information that you need to know that doesn't really affect somebody else, I wouldn't recommend putting it into the calendar because then it's going to get overwhelming. You're going to have a ton of information that other people don't need. So just stick to things like doctor's appointments, practices, school events. If you have a meeting that might run late, be sure to put that down so other people know what's going on, as well as travel plans and those sorts of events that could affect somebody else's schedule. While you're gathering all of those events that may happen more regularly, also gather information on upcoming weddings, birthday events, maybe dentist appointments that happen every 6 months, things that aren't as frequent or you might forget. Be sure to gather all of that when you're setting up your calendar. That way you don't overbook yourself or you don't have a birthday pop up and surprise you and you're supposed to get a card or send something out. So find all of that information, gather it all together before you start writing things down so you can really figure out what your system is going to be. So take a look at what kind of events you have. Are there a lot of sporting activities for a certain child? Or do you have a lot of travel plans? That'll help you decide how to color code your calendar. I definitely recommend this if you are a very busy family with a lot of different kids. Each kid could have a different color so you can see when you're looking at the calendar what activity for which kid is happening. Or you can color code it based on the activity itself. So maybe all sports practices are green and all travel is blue. It really just depends on what types of events you're seeing, the frequency that they're happening, and if it varies from person to person. Since there's just me and Alex in our house and we don't have a lot of varying events, I just use regular black. I love how bold it looks on our calendar. That way we know what events are coming up and we don't plan things on top of them. Once you have all of your information down, be sure to put the calendar in a place where your entire family has access to it. So if you have kids who need to know what events are coming up, be sure to place it low and in a public space where everyone can see it. Don't put it in your office or high up that only a few people in your family can access it. Make sure everyone can so they can all be a part of the planning and the scheduling and knowing what's going on. That way, if you're out and about and you're like, crap, what did I put down on that calendar? Your child can be like, oh, Mom, of course, it's Grandma's birthday. How could you forget? It's on our calendar. That is how I imagine my children to be. Very like, oh, of course, Mom. It was on the calendar. You should know this. But I'm pretty sure kids aren't like that, but a girl can dream. Once you have your calendar up and ready for everyone to see, make sure that you are updating it often. This is something that I really have a hard time doing. To me, once the project is done, the project is done. But of course, events change, new things are added, so be sure to take it down every week or every couple of weeks to add in any new information that you might have. That's what I really like about the Erin Condren one, is that there is a pocket so you can add in any invites to parties or weddings into that pocket, and then every couple of weeks, pull it all out and add it into your calendar. I also highly recommend having fun with it. It doesn't have to be this boring, sterile thing that people just look at, find boring information, and move on. Add some fun and personality into it. Add stickers, maybe let kids doodle on the squares that you don't have events so that they can add a little bit of their personal touch, maybe add some photos with a Polaroid zip or some artwork that your kids did at school. Whatever it is to make the planner, whatever it is to make that calendar something you want to look at, definitely do it. That way, everyone is focusing on this thing for the fun of it and to see what's on it and to see what kind of cool things you added to it, but also to get the information that they need. I also recommend writing in information after the day has passed. So whether or not your kid got a good grade on a test, or they did good at a sports activity, or you got a raise, write down all of the family highlights onto the calendar. So at the end of the year, you can look back and see what you all did, maybe have like a family meeting and talk about all of your successes. It'll also be really helpful for when you write your Christmas card, letter, or if you do a photo book every year, like I'm trying to do. It could be a really easy way to just flip through and see what everyone got up to, all of the successes, all of the cool things you did, and be able to make those projects at the end of the year go so much smoother. Plus, it'll make it so you want to keep your calendar and look back on it. Of course, it all depends on what you need your family calendar for, but I definitely recommend getting started now. It'll really help to build routines and for everyone in your family to know what's going on. There's just 2 of us in our household, and I am still baffled at how many times either one of us doesn't know what the other person is doing. So I can only imagine what it's like if you have more than 2 people in your family trying to make sure everyone is where they're supposed to be at the right time. So I think a family calendar could be a really great tool to help you stay more organized this year and to get a jump start on the entire year ahead and know exactly what's going to happen. So let me know in the comments below if you use a family calendar. Are you going to start one? Where do you keep it? What are you going to put on it? Are you going to color code it? Let me know what you decide all in the comments so I can learn from you guys, take all of your awesome ideas, because you are full of like such good ideas that I'm often like rummaging through the comments for new things to do. So put all of that stuff down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to see more planning, beauty, and lifestyle videos from me every single week. And give this one a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.